Can you feel it, Canucks Nation? That familiar, suffocating weight. The one that settles deep in your gut as a new season looms? After the dizzying highs of 2023 to 24, a season that felt like a dream spun from pure hockey magic, we crashed back to earth with a brutal thud in 2024 to 25. Long stretches of listless play, some truly disheartening performances on home ice. It all chipped away at the goodwill, the belief, the fervent hope that this group had so painstakingly built. The Cinderella story of 2023 to 24, once hailed as a turning point, was quickly dismissed by many as a mere fluke, a fleeting anomaly in a decade marked by more valleys than peaks. Now, as we stand on the precipice of the 2025 to 26 season, the pressure isn't just back. It's a tangible force, pressing down on every single member of the Vancouver Canucks organization. From the top brass to the newest rookie, everyone is under the microscope. Players, especially those who inked fresh, lucrative deals this offseason, speak with an almost desperate optimism, a confident eagerness to right the ship. But that very confidence, that shared expectation, only ratchets up the stakes. Because at the end of the day, all the fans truly want is consistent success, a team they can believe in night in and night out. But while the collective burden is immense, some shoulders will bear a heavier load than others. As the puck drops on the 2025 to 26 campaign, which Canucks are truly feeling the most intense heat? Let's break down the 5 individuals poised to face the ultimate test of their resolve and their careers. Niels Hoglander's journey to this moment has been a winding one, a testament to flashes of brilliance often overshadowed by questions of consistency and trust. The first year of his 3-year, $9 million contract, a deal that once seemed like a potential steal, was anything but. To understand the weight on his shoulders now, we must rewind. There were glimpses of offensive prowess in earlier seasons, even on a Canucks team devoid of top-6 talent beyond himself. Yet, as the team evolved, as the demands grew, Hoglander found it increasingly difficult to earn the unwavering trust of his coaches. His ice time dwindled, and with it his scoring touch. When Jim Rutherford and his management team arrived, they saw potential, but also a need for refinement. A stint in the AHL was prescribed, and Hoglander responded admirably, putting up a respectable 32 points in 45 games for the Abbotsford Canucks, even becoming a point-per-game player in their 6 playoff contests. The following season, 2023 to 24, was his breakout. His relentless, Energizer Bunny style finally seemed to click with coach Rick Tocchet. In a season where everything went right for so many Canucks, Hoglander was a major beneficiary, potting 24 goals, all at even strength. That performance earned him the very contract that now weighs so heavily. But the magic faded in 2024 to 25. His scoring dried up with just 8 goals and 17 assists in 72 games. He was back in the doghouse of yet another coach, and despite occasional flashes of his old self, it was a profoundly disappointing campaign. Now, with Adam Foote at the helm and a genuine opportunity in the Canucks middle 6 forward group, Hoglander enters 2025 to 26 with immense pressure to live up to his $3 million annual value. This management group, after all, has shown a ruthless efficiency in shedding contracts they deem unproductive. For Hoglander, it's not just about proving his worth, it's about securing his future in Vancouver. For Thatcher Demko, the pressure isn't just external. It's deeply personal, a self-imposed burden to reclaim his elite status. Just when he had finally proven to the entire league what Canucks fans had known for years, that he is undeniably one of the NHL's premier goaltenders, a Vezina Trophy runner-up in 2023 to 24 thanks in part to a competent defensive structure finally in front of him. His 2024 to 25 season became a frustrating, injury-riddled nightmare. The summer of 2024, typically a time for intense training and preparation, was instead consumed by a desperate search for answers. A rare and unique knee injury, suffered in the dying moments of Game 1 of the 2024 Stanley Cup playoffs, kept him sidelined until mid-December. The bad luck continued. On January 2nd, he exited a game against Seattle with back spasms. A minor setback, perhaps, but a setback nonetheless. Then, just over a month later, on February 8th, another injury struck, a lower body issue that sidelined him until late March. The sum total? 2024-25 was, for all intents and purposes, a lost season for the Canucks' cornerstone netminder. Despite the setbacks, general manager Jim Rutherford made it clear the Canucks wanted to extend Demko, and they did. Rutherford publicly expressed confidence in Demko's commitment to altering his training regimen, and by all accounts, Demko has had a healthy and productive offseason, with ample time to prepare. Yet, the whispers of doubt about his durability will persist until he delivers a full, healthy season. With a new, significant contract in hand, the pressure on Demko to once again prove he is the guy between the pipes, the steadying force the Canucks desperately need, is immense. His health and his performance will dictate the team's fortunes. Speaking of new contracts, Brock Boeser also put pen to paper this offseason, just hours before it was officially too late. Canucks GM Patrick Allvin's last-minute call to Boeser's agent on the morning of July 1st secured a deal that, in all likelihood, will keep the homegrown sniper in Vancouver for the remainder of his career. Boeser is, and rightly so, a fan favorite, a beloved figure who has endured more losing than almost anyone else in the Canucks dressing room. But that very longevity, that deep connection to the franchise's recent struggles, also places a unique burden upon him. While the team's woes are certainly not all his fault, a segment of the fanbase has grown weary of the current core, and many were less than thrilled with the organization's decision to double down and re-sign several players who, in their eyes, haven't delivered consistent winning hockey to Vancouver. As one of the highest-paid players on the roster, Boeser will undoubtedly feel the weight of those expectations. He is tasked with not just performing at a high level, but with helping to usher in an era of consistent, winning hockey after so many dark years in this city. His new contract is a vote of confidence, but also a demand for results. The reaction to the Canucks' acquisition of Evander Kane was, to put it mildly, mixed. This reporter, for one, was and remains a believer in the move, convinced that Kane will find success in Vancouver. That said, the sheer confluence of factors surrounding his arrival creates a pressure cooker environment unlike any other. This is a contract year for Kane, a critical juncture in his career. Compounding that is the fact that he's coming off a season where he missed the entire regular season due to injury. The stakes couldn't be higher. Kane is playing for what could be his last substantial payday in NHL, and by all accounts, the veteran winger appeared hungry and motivated when discussing the opportunity after the trade. Add to that a restless fan base, desperate for winning hockey, and the general intense scrutiny of playing in a market like Vancouver, not to mention the unique hometown kid factor for Kane, and you have a high-pressure situation ripe for drama. His ability to stay healthy, integrate seamlessly, and produce offensively will be under a magnifying glass from day one. This isn't just a new team for Kane, it's a chance for a significant career renaissance in a city that demands excellence. Finally, we arrive at the player you knew would be at the top of this list, and perhaps the one about whom we need to write the least. Because everyone, from the casual fan to the most ardent season ticket holder, knows the story of Elias Pettersson's struggles in the first year of his monumental 8-year, $92.80 million contract, the most expensive deal ever inked in Canucks franchise history. The Canucks organization made it abundantly clear they were dissatisfied with Pettersson's preparation last season. And while Pettersson himself was vocal about a knee injury hindering his ability to train properly, the team seemed to offer little sympathy, as the topic remained a persistent point of discussion right through the end of the last campaign. Pettersson has recently stated his eagerness to bounce back next season, emphasizing that he's had a healthy offseason thus far. The stage is set for a dramatic turnaround. Year one of the contract was a crucible of pressure, and Pettersson, by his own admission and the team's assessment, did not rise above it. Year 2 offers a chance at redemption, a blank slate upon which he can rewrite his narrative. This isn't just about his personal performance, it's about validating the franchise's belief in him as their cornerstone, their offensive engine, the player around whom their championship aspirations are built. The weight of an entire city and the future of the franchise rests squarely on his shoulders. So, will the Canucks, led by these 5 individuals and the rest of their determined teammates, heed the words of their former coach and meet pressure with pressure? Or will the immense burden prove too much for a group that has endured far more losses than triumphs in recent memory? Only time will tell, and as is almost always the case in Vancouver, the journey, whatever its outcome, promises to be anything but dull. What do you think, Canucks Nation? Which player do you believe is under the most pressure heading into this pivotal season? Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. And if you found this deep dive insightful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more exclusive Canucks content. Let's talk hockey.